Welcome to a tale of a delicious adventure in a wonderful land. You can tell it'll be delicious. Can't you smell it already? How I love that gorgeous smell. You've all heard of Cadbury's, Hershey's, Nestle's, Wonka's. Wonka's. What's that, you say? You mean to tell me you've never heard of Wonka's? Why, Willy Wonka's chocolate, of course. I admit that Willy Wonka's chocolate is fairly new, but it's also the most fantastic chocolate ever invented. Why, Willy Wonka himself is the most amazing, the most fantastic, the most extraordinary chocolate maker this world has ever seen. He's invented things like, say, I'm not going to tell you what he's invented because you came to see for yourself, so I'll let you do just that. But I thought I should let you in on what's been going on around here lately.
Because Mr. Willy Wonka makes the best chocolate in the whole wide world, 3 other great chocolate makers known as Mr. Ficklegrubber, Mr. Prodnose, and Mr. Slugworth all sent spies to work for Mr. Wonka in his factory. Well, they must have been good spies because soon afterwards, these 3 chocolate makers began making such delicious Wonka favorites, such as ice cream that never melts, chewing gum that never loses its flavor, and candy balloons that you can blow up to huge sizes before you pop them with a pin and gobble them up. Mr. Wonka didn't know what to do. He didn't know who the spies were, and if he continued to operate his factory, all his secrets may have been stolen. So he did the only thing he could. He sent all the workers home and closed down the factory. You may have thought that would be the end of Mr. Willy Wonka, but no sirree, not him.
After months and months went by, the factory suddenly began operating again. But nobody knew who was running the place. The only thing people saw were people going in and out, and little shadows dancing in the windows. Kind of mighty strange. Well, anyways, to get back to the story, Mr. Wonka, in order to sell lots of candy once again, was hosting a contest. Yes, sir, it is. Contest. Mr. Wonka wrapped 5 ordinary candy bars with a golden ticket. The candy bars were said to be sold at any store, on any street, in any town, in any country, upon any counter where Mr. Wonka's candies were said to be sold. The 5 winners were to tour Mr. Wonka's factory and take home enough chocolate for the rest of their lives.
Now that, my friends, is where our story begins. 4 of the golden tickets have already been found. Would you like to meet the 4 lucky winners? Yeah. It's right here somewhere. Augustus Gloop. Where are you, Augustus Gloop?
Chocolate, chocolate, chocolate. I love chocolate. Food, food. I must eat all the time. This golden ticket is my meal ticket to eat and eat and eat. Chocolate, chocolate.
That, friends, was our first gold ticket finder, Augustus Gloop. Let's see if our second gold ticket finder's here. Violet Beauregard.
I'm a gum sugar girl. So when I heard about these tickets and Miss Wonka's, I like aquagum and switched to candy bars and hope scratch and fluffy. Now, of course, I'm right back on gum. I just adore gum. I can't even have it. I munch it all day long, except for a few minutes at mealtimes when I sit behind my nose eating. To tell you the honest truth, I think it would be more comfortable if I didn't have that little lucky gum to chew on every minute of the day. I really like it. My mother says it's not ladylike, and it looks ugly to see girls' jaws going up and down like mine all the time. But I don't agree. And who's she to criticize it anyway? Because if you ask me, I'd say that her jaws are going up and down almost as much as mine are from just yelling at me every minute of the day. And now, it may interest you to know that this piece of gum I'm chewing right at this minute is one I've been working on for over 3 months solid. That's a record, that is. It's beaten the record held by my best friend, Miss Cornelia Prinzmetal. And was she ever mad? It's my most treasured possession now, this piece of gum is. At nights, I just stick it on the end of my bedpost, and it's as good as ever in the mornings. A bit hard at first, maybe.
Such a lucky girl. Isn't she just wonderful? Now, the 3rd golden ticket was found by another lucky girl. Is Veruca here now?
Where's my golden ticket? I want my golden ticket!
Ah, yes. Here it is.
As soon as I told my father that I simply had to have one of those golden tickets,
He went out into the town and bought up all the Wonka candy bars he could lay his hands on. Thousands of them he must have bought. Hundreds of thousands. Then, he had them loaded onto trucks and sent directly to his own factory. He's in the peanut business, you see, and he's got about 100 women working for him over at his joint, shelling peanuts, roasting and salting. That's what they do all day long, those women. They just sit there shelling peanuts. So he says to them, okay, girls, from now on you can stop shelling peanuts and start shelling the wrappers off of these crazy candy bars instead. And they did. He had every worker in there ripping the paper off of those bars of chocolate full speed ahead from morning till night. But 3 days went by and no luck. Oh, it was terrible. I got more and more upset each day. And every time he came home, I would scream at him, where's my golden ticket? I want my golden ticket. And I would lie on the floor for hours, kicking and yelling in the most disturbing way. Then suddenly, on the evening of the 4th day, one of his women workers yelled, I've got it, a golden ticket. And my father said, give it to me, quick. And she did. And he rushed it home and gave it to me. And now, I'm all smiles, and we have a happy home once again.
What a nice girl. Well, now on to our 4th and final winner, Mr. Mike TV. Where are you, Mike? Mike!
Of course I gotta go to
Hey.
Well, my hearing will make me alone. I want to watch television. I watch all the shows every day. Even the crime when there's no shooting. I like gangsters best. They're terrific, those gangsters. Especially when they start pumping through a cold blood. Or flashing those tomatoes. Or giving each other 1, 2, 3 with their knuckle dusters. Oh boy, what wouldn't I give to be doing that myself? It's a life, I tell you. It's terrific.
And that, my friends, was my TV. Sorry for bothering you, Mike.
Now we're going to take a look at the hero of our story, Charlie Buckets and his family.
This is the home of Charlie Bucket. 7 people live here. There are only 2 rooms and 1 bed. So, as you know, this can be very uncomfortable. Now, these 2 people are the father and mother of Mr. Bucket. Their names are Grandpa Joe and Grandma Josephine. And these 2 people are the father and mother of Mrs. Bucket. And their names are Grandpa George and Grandma Georgina. Of course, the 4 old grandparents get the bed because they're so old and tired. And they're all over 90 years old. Now, this is Mrs. Bucket, and this is Mr. Bucket. They and little Charlie sleep upon mattresses in the floor in the other room. And I think that you know this is really cold. And they can't buy a better house because they don't have any money and there aren't any better jobs. Mr. Bucket is the only one who can work, but you see, the toothpaste factory just had to close down. Without Mr. Wonka's factory open anymore, nobody ever got cavities. So nobody ever bought toothpaste anymore. And well, you know how it goes.
Oh, wait, almost forgot. This is the hero of our story, Mr. Charlie Bucket. Charlie's a nice boy. Well, he's been starving here recently. The whole family has. Well, I'm only carried by Charlie, though. Why, did you know that Charlie's so weak from not eating that he walks slowly instead of running like the other children just to save the littlest bit of energy? I've said far too much already. I'll see you later.
I see the 4 children have found the 5 golden tickets. I wonder who the next one will be.
I hope it's no one like that repulsive Gloop boy.
Or as spoiled as that Veruca Salt girl.
Or as beastly as that bubble-popping Violet Beauregard.
We're living such a useless life as that TV boy.
It makes you wonder if all children are like this nowadays. Like those rats we keep hearing about.
Of course not. Quite. A lot of them do. But not all.
And now there's only 1 golden ticket left. Quite so. And just as sure as I'll be having cabbage soup for dinner tomorrow, that ticket will go to some nasty little beast that doesn't deserve it.
I bet not somebody would like to find that fifth golden ticket. How about Charlie? You look talking more than anyone I ever saw.
Yes, I sure would, Grandpa Joe. It just about makes me faint. And I 12 past Mr. Wong's factory. Every day as I come home from school, the smell of that wonderful chocolate makes me so dreamy that I can just fall right asleep and bump right to Mr. Wong's fence. But I guess I have to realize the dreams don't come true. Just imagine it. Me imagining that I won the fifth golden ticket? Why, it's pure imagination.
Well, my boy, maybe pure imagination. But I heard told that what you imagine sometimes comes true.
Gee, you really think so, Grandpa Joe? Gee, I wonder.
Yes, honey, with the money we give you, we get to have one piece of chocolate every year.
And just think how long it took you two to save up all that money.
Yes, that really was a shame.
But just think of how much Charlie enjoys with him. He just loves Willy Wonka chocolate. And he didn't act that disappointed.
No, he didn't.
Well, he may not back to disappointed. But that's because he's a mighty fine boy. He won't want any of us to feel sorry for him. Why, what boy won't be disappointed? I'd do anything for that boy. Why, I'd even...
Mom! Dad! Grandpa Joe! Grandpa! You'll never believe it! You'll never believe what happened!
Good gracious, Charlie, what happened?
Well, I was walking home, and the wind was so cold, and the snow was blowing so hard, I couldn't see where I was going. And I looked down to protect my face, and...
And what, Charlie? Come on, spit it out, boy.
there it was, just lying there on the stove, kind of buried. And I looked around, and no one seemed as if they lost anything. I picked it up, I wiped it off, and I couldn't believe my eyes! No! Just 50 cents. Then I thought, since it was my 50 cents, and, well, it wouldn't hurt if I bought a Wonka Whipple Fudge Roll Delight, and, well, since I was so hungry for one,
Go on, Charlie, go on.
well, I bought it, and I took off the wrapper slowly, and...
understand each other.
Plus, you do seem to know a whole lot about Mr. Wonka and what he's done for this town.
Well, Charlie, Mr. Wonka's been an important man in this town for a good long time, and a lot of people said some rude things about him when he closed down his factory, but I always felt he had his reasons. Why, I'm quite excited about this golden ticket. It's going to be nice to see how he's running that factory.
Speaking of the golden ticket, Grandpa Joe, can I read it one more time? I know it sounds so silly, but it all seems so magical.
Yeah, let me see if I can
Just one more time.
find it.
Last time I promise. Let's see now. It says, greetings to you, the lucky finder of this golden ticket. From Mr. Willy Wonka. I shake you warmly by the hand. Tremendous things are in store for you. Many wonderful surprises await you. For I do invite you to come to my factory and be my guest for one whole day. You and all others who are lucky enough to find my golden tickets. I, Willy Wonka, will conduct you around the factory myself, showing you everything there is to see. And when you're escorted home by a precision of large trucks, these trucks, I can promise you, will be loaded with enough delicious edibles to last you and your entire household for many years to come. If at any time thereafter you should run out of supplies, you're just to come back to my factory and show me this golden ticket, and I shall be happy to refill your cupboard with whatever you want. In this way, you will be able to keep yourself supplied with tasty morsels for the rest of your life period. Something that looks like a deformity.
Here you go, Charlie.
You always carry a magnifying glass with you?
You don't?
No, not really. But this is by no means the most exciting thing that will happen on the day of your visit. I'm preparing other surprises that are even more marvelous and more fantastic for all my beloved golden ticket holders. Mystic and marvelous surprises that will entrance, delight, intrigue you, astonish, and perplex you beyond your measures. In your wildest dreams, you could never imagine that such things could happen to you. You just wait and see. And now, here are your instructions. The day I have chosen for you is the first day in the month of February. On this day and on no other, you must come to my factory gates. And you are allowed to bring with you either one or two guardians to make sure you don't get the mischief. One more thing. Be sure to have this golden ticket with you. Otherwise, you will not be admitted. Signed, Willy Wonka.
And say, Charlie, today's the 1st of February, and we're already here. And I guess everyone else is arriving together.
Hey guys! I think I hear him coming.
Welcome! 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 Hello, everyone. Let's see now. I wonder if I can name you by your pictures in the paper. You're Augustus Gloop.
Yeah, this is my, mother.
Delighted to meet you both. Delighted. Oh, and you're Violet Beauregard.
So what if I am? Let's just get this thing over with, huh?
And you must be Mrs. Beauregard. Very happy to meet you. Very happy. I think you're Veruca Salt. And you must be Mr. and Mrs. Salt.
Don't shake his hand, Daddy. It's probably all sticky and chocolatey from working in the factory. After all, he does only run a silly little factory. He's not important enough for you to bother shaking hands with anyway.
And you're Mike TV. Enchanted to meet you. Yes, enchanted.
Come on, I'm in some of their television shows.
And we're the TVs. Pleased to meet you.
Overjoyed. Overjoyed. You're the kid that found the ticket yesterday. Congratulations. You're Charlie Bucket, aren't you?
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. And this, sir, is my Grandpa Joe.
Howdy, Mr. Wonka. Pleased to meet you.
How do you do, Mr. Grandpa Joe? How do you do? Well, is that everyone? Well, I guess it is. Good. Well, if you'll please follow me, our tour is about to begin. Oh, but do keep together. Try not to wander off on your own. I shouldn't like to lose any of you this early stage in the proceedings. Oh, dear me, no. But here we are, through this big gate here. It's nice and warm inside the factory. I keep it that way for the workers. You see, they're used to extremely hot climates. They can't stand the cold. Why, they'd perish if they stepped foot in this weather.
But who are these workers?
All in good time, my dear boy. Be patient. We shall see everything along the way. Well, in you go. We don't have all day. Yep, come on. Oh, and now watch your step there. Oh, and if you'll please close the door on the way in. Thank you.
I'm tired. It seems like we've been turning left, turning right, turning left, turning right again for an hour or so. Where's the food? I'm hungry. I want to eat now. Do you hear me? Now!
Augustus!
Hey! What?
Boy, Grandpa Joe, have you noticed that we've been going downward for the longest of time now? Whew.
Yes, Charlie. I think I heard Mr. Wonka say that some of the most important rooms of the factory are deep below the surface.
I wonder why.
I think I heard him say that some of his rooms are supposed to be bigger than football fields.
Oh, here we are in front. This is the chocolate room. It is the heart of my whole factory. It's the nervous center of my whole operation.
I'm hungry. All I see is the old river over there. Where is the food?
And would you just look at those enormous pipes over there? There must be 10 or 11 of them. I wonder what they're for.
Gee, Mr. Wonka, what's wrong with your river? It's all brown and muddy looking.
Well, nothing's wrong with it, my boy. Nothing. Nothing at all. It's all chocolate. Every drop of that river is hot, melted chocolate of the finest quality. The very finest quality. Why, there's enough chocolate in that river to fill up every bathtub in the entire country. And every swimming pool as well. Isn't it terrific? Oh, and just look at my pipes. They suck up the chocolate and send it to all the other rooms of the factory. Where it's needed, of course. Thousands of gallons an hour, my dear children. Thousands and thousands of gallons.
Look! Look over there! What is it? He's moving! He's walking! It's a little person! It's a little man! Get there, behind one of the pipes!
Look, Grandpa, she's right. It is a little man. Can you see him?
I can see him, Charlie.
There's 2 of them.
My gosh, so there is.
There's more than 2, there's 4 or 5 of them! What are they doing?
Where do they come from?
Who are they? Look at their funny long hair. They can't be real people, can they?
Nonsense. Of course they are real people. They're some of my workers.
But that's impossible. There are no people in the world as small as that.
No people in the world as small as that? Well, let me tell you something, little boy. There are over 3,000 of them in my factory. They're Oompa Loompas.
Oompa Loompas? What do you mean?
Why, yes, imported direct from Loompa-land. And oh, what a terrible country it is. Nothing but thick jungles infested with the most dangerous beasts in the world. Hornswogglers and snozwingers and those terrible wicked wang-doodles. Why, a wang-doodle would gobble up 10 Oompa Loompas for breakfast and come galloping back for a second helping. When I went out there, I found the Oompa Loompas living in tree houses. Well, they had to live in tree houses to get away from the wang-doodles and hornswogglers and snozwingers. When I found them, they were practically starving to death. They were living on green caterpillars, red beetles, eucalyptus leaves, and the bark of the bonbon tree. Oh, but they loved cocoa beans. They would dream about cocoa beans all night and talk about them all day. But they'd only find like 1 or 2 a year. It just so happens that cocoa bean is what all chocolate is made of. I myself use billions of cocoa beans every week in my factory. So I talked to the leader at Oompa Loompish.
Sharp bait, ooh ah ah.
And I tell him that if he comes and works in my factory, he can have all the cocoa beans he wanted. Why, they were so happy, they leaped into the air and threw their ball of mashed caterpillars right out of the treehouse window. And so here they are. Oh, what wonderful workers they are too. They all speak English now. And they love singing, music. Why, they're always making up little songs. I suspect you'll hear quite a bit of singing from time to time.
Mommy? Daddy? I want an Oompa Loompa. I want you to get me an Oompa Loompa. I want an Oompa Loompa right away. Go on, Daddy. Get me an Oompa Loompa.
Now, my pet. We mustn't interrupt Mr. Wonka.
But I want an Oompa Loompa.
All right, Veruca, all right. but I can't wait for your reckless activity. Please be patient. I'll make sure you'll have them by the end of the day.
Augustus, sweetheart, I don't think you had better do that.
Oh no, Augustus, please don't do that. My chocolate must be untouched by human hands.
Augustus, did you hear what that man had said? Come away from this river at once.
Oh boy, this stuff is terrific. I need a bucket to drink it properly.
Oh, Augustus, please do come away. Oh, you're dirtying my chocolate.
Augustus, you'll be giving this nasty cold of yours to about 1 million people all over the country. Be careful, Augustus. You're leaning too far out. Save him! He can't let me on. Save him! Save him! Help! Help! Push me out! Don't just stand there. Do something.
Look, he's being sucked closer to one of the pipes.
There it goes.
Murder! Police! Augustus! Where are you going? Where does that pipe lead to? Quick, call the fire brigade!
Stay calm, madam. Your boy is perfectly safe. You wait and see.
But it'll be turned into marshmallow.
Impossible.
And why not, may I ask?
Because that pipe goes nowhere near the marshmallow room. That pipe just happens to go to where I make the most delicious strawberry-flavored chocolate-covered fudge.
Oh, my poor Augustus. I'll be sending him by the pound all over the country tomorrow morning. How dare you laugh like that when my boy just got up the pipe? You monster! You think this is a joke to you? You think sucking my boy up into your fudge room is one big colossal joke?
No, I'm sorry. Your boy is safe.
He'll be chocolate fudge!
Nonsense! I wouldn't allow it.
And why not?
Because the taste would be terrible. Just imagine it. Augustus flavored chocolate-covered glue? Ugh, no one would buy it.
I don't know what to think about it.
And nor do I. And I do promise you, madam, that your darling boy is perfectly safe.
If he's perfectly safe, then where is he? Leave me to him this instant!
Okay. Go over to one of the Oompa Loompas over there and ask him to take you to the fudge room. When you get there, start poking inside with a large stick, and you'll find him. Oh, and don't leave him in there too long, or he's liable to pour it into the fudge boiler. That really would be a disaster, wouldn't it? My fudge would be quite uneatable.
What? What did you just say to me? What?
I'm sorry, Mrs. Gloop. It was just a joke. See you later.
Augustus Gloop, the great big greedy nincompoop. How long could we allow this beast to gorge and guzzle, feed and feast on everything he wanted to? Great Scott, it simply wouldn't do.
So what we do in cases such as this, we use the gentle touch. Come on, we cry, the time is right
To send him shooting up the pipe.
But don't, dear children, be alarmed. Augustus Gloop will not be harmed.
Although, of course, we must admit, he will be altered quite a bit. He'll be quite changed from what he's been when he goes through the fudge machine. Slowly the wheels go round and round, the cogs begin to grind and pound.
100 knives go slice, slice, slice. We add some sugar, cream, spice, and out comes, and now by grace, a miracle has taken place. A boy who only once before was loathed by men from shore to shore.
This greedy brute, this louse's ear is loved by people everywhere. For who could hate or bear a grudge against the luscious bit of fudge?
For who could hate or bear a grudge against a luscious bit of fudge?
Boy, is it sharp. It's bright pink and has got 10 Oompa Loompas inside, pulling all of yours. Well, that's enough for me. Talking about the boat, because in just a second, you should be able to see the way of the tunnel. Yes, here it comes now.
It sure is dark in here. How can these dumb Oompa Loompas see where they're going?
Oh, there's no knowing where they're going. There's no earthly way of knowing which direction they are going. There's no knowing where they're rowing, or which direction the river's flowing. And not a speck of light is showing, so the danger must be growing. For the rowers keep on rowing, and they're certainly not showing any sign that they're slowing.
He's gone off his rocker. He's crazy.
He's nutty. He's squirmy.
He's batty.
He's dippy.
He's dotty.
He's goofy. He's buggy. He's wacky. He's swimming.
Switch on the lights. Row faster, faster.
Look, Grandpa! There's a door on the wall. It says cream room. Pineapple cream, violet cream, whipped cream, and hair cream.
Hair cream? You don't need hair cream.
Switch on the lights and row faster. No time for silly questions.
Another door. Whip room.
Whips? What on earth do you use whips for?
Oh, for whipped cream, of course. You can't have whipped cream without whips. Whipped cream is not really whipped cream unless it's been whipped with whips. Just as a poached egg is not really a poached egg unless it's been stolen from the woods in the dead of the night. Roll on, please.
Bean room. Cocoa beans, jelly beans, strawberry beans, and has beans.
Has-beens.
You're one yourself. No time for arguing. Press on! Press on! Stop the boat! Stop the boat! We're here.
Where?
Up there.
What's up there?
You'll see. This is the most important room in the entire factory. All my new and secret ideas are cooking and simmering in here. Why, old Fickle Groomer would give his front teeth just to be allowed inside for 3 minutes. And so would Prod Nose and Slugworth and all those other rotten chocolate makers. Oh, but before we start and look around, I need to tell you something. I want no messing about when we're in here. No touching, no meddling, and no tasting. Is that agreed?
Yes, we won't touch a thing.
Good. Everlasting gobstoppers. They're completely new. I'm inventing them for the children who are given very little pocket money. Why? You can put one of these in your mouth and you can suck it and 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 suck it. Suck it and suck it and suck it and suck it. And it will never get any smaller.
It's like gum.
You're wrong. It's not like gum. Gum is for chewing. Why, if you tried to chew one of these gobstoppers here, you'd break your little teeth off. But they taste terrific. And they change colors once a week. Oh, and now this machine over here makes hair toffee. But it's not quite perfected yet. But when I get it right, there will be no excuse for little boys and girls to run around with bald heads.
But Mr. Wonka, little boys and girls would never go about.
Don't argue with me, child! Please don't argue with me. Oh, and now if you'll step over here, I'll show you something I'm terrifically proud of. But, do stand back. Thank you.
I mean, that's all?
Well, that's all. Don't you know what it is?
Bye, gum. It's gum. It's a stick of chewing gum.
wrong again. It's a ball of chewing gum, but it's a fantastic gum. It's a whole 3-course dinner all on its own. When I start using this, it will be the end of everything. End of marketing, cooking, plates, forks, cleaning up, garbage. Oh, it's a fantastic gum. This one I just happened to make is tomato soup, roast beef, and blueberry pie. But you can have almost anything you want.
What do you mean by that?
I mean, if you were to put this in your mouth and start chewing, you would actually taste all 3 of those things. And it fills you up. It satisfies you. It's terrific.
It's utterly impossible. Just how long as it's gum, and I can chew it, then that's for me. Come on, Mr. Wonka, hand over this magic gum of yours, and we'll see if the thing works.
Violet, it's not doing anything silly.
I want the gum. What's so silly?
Well, I haven't got it quite right yet.
Oh, to heck with that.
Oh no, spit it out.
Right on, Sharon, baby. Keep right on. This is a great day for the Beauregards. Our little girl's the first person to have a chewing gum meal.
Oh, you mustn't do it. It's not ready yet.
Good heavens, girl, what's happening to you? You're turning blue.
I feel most peculiar.
You're blowing up, like a balloon.
Oh, like a blueberry.
Save her?
Cricket with the pen.
Call a doctor?
It always comes wrong to the dessert. It's the blueberry pie that does it. But all the Oompa Loompas that tried it, they finished up with blueberries. Oh, it's most annoying. I just can't understand it. But I'll get it right one day. You wait and see.
But I don't want a blueberry for a daughter. Put her back.
Okay, tell Miss Beauregard to roll down to the juicing room and the Oompa Loompas.
The juicing room?
Yes.
What for?
Well, to squeeze the juice out of her. We must squeeze the juice out of her immediately. Oh, but I am really sorry about this. I really am. She'll be fine. Don't worry about it.
Wait, Mr. Wonka, will Violet ever be all right again?
Well, she'll come out of the de-juicing machine just as thin as a whistle. And she'll be purple. Purple from head to toe. But there you are. That's what you get for chewing disgusting gum all day.
It's so disgusting. Why do you make it in your factory?
I can't hear a single word you're saying. Follow me, please.
Surely all agree there's almost nothing worse to see than some repulsive little bum who's always chewing on that sticky habit bound us chewer to a sticky end. Do any of you ever know a person called Miss Bigelow? This dreadful woman saw no wrong in chewing all day long.
And when she couldn't find her gum, she'd chew up the linoleum or anything that happened near a pair of boots, the postman's ear, other people's underclothes, and what she chewed her boyfriend's nose for years and years. She chewed away, consuming 50 packs a day, till on summer's eve the last of horrid business came to pass.
Miss Bigelow went late to bed for half an hour. She lay and read. At last she put her gum away upon a special little tree. Settled back and went to 6 she managed just by counting sheep. But now how Bigelow she slept. Master Guzzle of her still kept on chewing through the night. Even though there was nothing there to bite.
The sleeping woman's great big trap. Opening, shutting, snap, snap, snap. Faster, faster, chop, chop, chop. The noise was on it, wouldn't stop until at last she dropped the sun. Paws was open, extra wide, and with the motion mama's too, bit the lady's tongue into. And that is why we'll try so hard to sing this body full of her.
From suffering and equal face, she's still quite young. It's not too late to provide if she survives secure. We hope she does, we can't be sure.
miniature squirrels. Oh, but whatever you do, don't go into the nut room.
Whoa! Look, Grandpa! Miniature squirrels!
Miniature squirrels?
Jeepers, there must be 100 of them around that stack of walnuts over there.
These aren't just any ordinary squirrels. These squirrels are specially trained for getting the walnuts out of walnut shells.
Why are squirrels? Why not using walnuts?
Because no one can get the walnuts out of walnut shells in one piece, except squirrels. You see, I insist on only using the whole walnut in my factory. So, I use squirrels to do the job. And see how they first tap each walnut with their knuckles to see if it's bad? If it's bad, it makes a hollow sound and they don't bother to open it. They just throw it down the rubbish chute.
Hey, Daddy, I've decided. I want a squirrel. Give me one of those squirrels.
Don't be silly, sweetheart. These all belong to Mr. Wonka.
But I don't care about that. I want one. All I've got at home is 2 dogs, 4 cats, 6 bunny rabbits, 3 canaries, and a zebra, and a bowl of goldfish, and a cage of white mice, and a silly old hamster. I want a squirrel.
All right, my pet. Daddy will get you a squirrel just as soon as you possibly can.
But I don't want any old squirrel. I want a trained squirrel.
Very well. Wonka, how much do you want for one of these crazy squirrels? Name your price.
Oh, well, they're not for sale. She can't have one.
Who said I can't? I'm going to grab me a squirrel this very minute.
Oh, but I wouldn't if I would. No.
All right, I'll have you.
What's going on? Every one of them. What is it? Daddy, what is it? Oh, one's got anchored to the ground, the other has a like. Oh, and the final one is down under.
What are they doing to her?
She's a bad nut. Her head must have sounded quite out.
Where are they taking her?
Well, to where all the other bad nuts go. Down the rubbish chute.
My golly, she is going down the chute.
Oh, well, she's already gone.
Where do you suppose she's gone to?
Well, that particular chute runs directly to the great big main rubbish pipe where all the other trash from all the other rooms for the factory are. You know, the floor sweepings, potato peelings, rotten cabbages, fish heads, stuff like that.
Who eats fish and cabbages and Tenz's factory? I would like to know.
Well, I do, of course. You don't think I live on cocoa beans. Oh, and of course the pipe has given to the great big fiery incinerator in the end.
Now see here, Wonka. I think you've gone just a shade too far this time, aren't you, indeed? My daughter may be a bit of a brump, I don't mind admitting that, but that doesn't mean you can roast her to a crisp. I'll have you know I'm extremely cross about this. Really.
Oh, don't be cross, my dear sir. I suspect she might not even have gone down the pipe at all. Maybe she got stuck in the entrance hole. And if that's the case, all you'll have to do is go in and get her out again.
Veruca? Are you down there? No! I don't know who you think you are, but get your hands off me!
My gosh, what a load of rubbish there's going to be today. What's it like down there, Gina? No!
That? Well, I suspect someone will catch him. Well, you know, they might not even have let. You know, they let it go out every other day.
So you're not worried about it at all?
No. They'll be fine. Well, shall we move on?
My feet are getting tired. I almost watch television.
If you're tired, then we should take the elevator. It's just down the hall. Follow me.
Veruca saw the little polished off her parents too.
Down goes Rupert, down the drain, and perhaps we should explain that she will meet as she descends a rather different set of friends. Some liver were so old and gray, one smelled it from a mile away.
A rotten at a reeky pair of things, a cat left on the stair, and lots of other things as well. Each with a rather poor enough. These are her good some friends that she will meet as she descends. But this is the price she has to pay for going so very far astray. But now, my dears, we think you might be wondering, is it really right that every single bit of blame and all the scolding and the shame?
Fallen home for Rupert, so is she the only one at fault? For though she spoiled and drunk a broken soul herself, you know, who turned her into such a brat? Who are the culprits who did that? Alas, you need to look so far to find out who they sinners are. They are, and this is very sad, for loving parents, mom and dad, and that is why we're glad they fell into the rubbish bin as well.
This is the testing room for my very latest and greatest invention, television chocolate.
But what is television, child?
Good heavens, child, stop interrupting me and I'll tell you. Anyway, it works by television. I myself don't like television. I suppose it's okay in small doses, but children nowadays can't seem to take it in small doses. They just want to sit there all day long, staring and staring at a screen.
That's me.
Can you please shut it up?
Thank you. Now, when I first saw ordinary television working, I was struck by a tremendous idea. If a picture can be broken up into a million tiny pieces and sent whizzing above our heads and be put back together on the other side, why couldn't I take a bar of chocolate and break it up into a million tiny pieces, sending it whizzing above our heads and be put back together on the other side, all ready to be eaten?
That's impossible.
Think so? Watch me send a bar of chocolate from one side of the room to the other by television. Bring me a bar of chocolate, please. Thank you. Now, it has to be big because it always comes out a lot smaller than when it went in. All right, stand back. This is very dangerous. It is only a test. Switch it on.
The chocolate's gone.
Why, yes, it's whizzing above our heads in a million tiny pieces. Okay, look, over to the screen. Take it.
How can you take it to the picture on television screen?
Well, then you take it.
Terrific.
Just imagine, when I start using this, a commercial will flash on screen and say, "Eat Wonka's chocolate. It's the best in the world." And if you don't believe us, try one for yourself.
Fantastic.
But Mr. Wonka, could you send everything in there in the same way, like people? Could you send a raw picture from one place to another in the same way?
People, are you off your rocker, child?
But could it be done?
Good heavens, I really don't know. I mean, no, it couldn't if I didn't change the, Yes, I suppose it could, but I shouldn't like to risk it. It could have some very nasty results.
Look at me, I'm going to be the first person in the world to be sent by television.
Oh, yes, finally! Oh, no, step out of there, child. It's very dangerous.
Mike, come back. You'll be turned into a million pieces.
See you later, alligator.
Can't go over there. It's too dangerous.
Stop, Mr. TV.
Mike!
Mike, I've had enough of your games.
We'll be
Get back here.
Let me go. gone.
We shall have to hope for the best. We shall have to pray that your little boy will come out on the other end unharmed. But in the meantime, let's look at the screen.
Sure is taking a heck of a long time to come across.
Wait, something's happening. Oh, there he is, take him. Oh, he's completely okay.
You call this completely okay? He shrunk.
Well, of course he shrunk. What did you expect?
I can't send him back to school like this. He won't be able to do anything. He'll be squashed. Wait, what's that, Mike? Never! As soon as we get home, I'm throwing the television set right out the window. I am through with television. Wait, what's that, Mike? Never! I don't care how much you jump and scream. I am done. There.
How am I never grow again?
Well, little boys are extremely flexible. I suppose we could put them on the machine I have for testing the tough stretchiness of chewing gum.
How far do you think he'll stretch?
Oh, jeez. I don't know. Maybe miles. Anyway, he'll be awfully thin. But we can fatten him up with my super vitamin candy. It has all the vitamins from A to Z. Oh, and Mr. TV, take these orders to the Oompa Loompas over there. And don't look so worried. They all come out of the wash in the end. You know, every one of them.
Oh my God!
But if we take this hit away, what shall we do to entertain our darling children? Please explain or answer this by asking you what you darling wants to do. They used to read, they read and read and read and read, and then proceed to read some more. But Scott was 6 when half their life was reading books.
Such wondrous fine fantastic tales of dragons, gypsies, queens and whales, and pirates wearing purple paints and sailing ships and elephants and cannibals scratching around the body, throwing away at something. Books of books they used to know, those children living long ago. So please, oh please, we beg, we pray, go throw your TV sets away.
Fear not, because we promise you that in about a week or two of having nothing else to do, they'll now begin to feel the need of having something good to read. Yes, regarding my TV, we very much regret that we shall simply have to wait and see if we can get them back at sight, but if we can't, so right.
Yeehaw!
Okay, everyone, which room shall it be next? Oh, and how many children are left?
There's only Charlie left now, Mr. Wonka.
You mean you're the only one left?
Why, yes.
Oh, but my dear boy, that means you won! Oh, I do congratulate you. Oh, this is just terrific. Oh, how wonderful this is. It couldn't be better. I had a hunch, you know, right from the beginning that it was going to be you, Charlie Bucket. Well done, well done. Oh, but we mustn't dilly, we mustn't dally. There's an enormous number of things to do before the day is out. Just think of all the arrangements that have to be made.
Wait, Mr. Wonka. I'm afraid I don't understand. What are you talking about?
Oh, do forgive me, Charlie. I get so carried away sometimes I forgot you didn't know.
Know what?
I love my factory, Charlie. Tell me, do you love my factory? And think carefully about this because it's very important how you feel.
Do I love this factory? Well, all I can say, Mr. Wonka, is that I've never had a more fantastic day anywhere in my life. Do I love this factory? Why, yes, I believe I do.
Why do you ask, Mr. Wonka?
Well, of course, Charlie and all the other kids will receive all of the candy I promised. But I want Charlie to receive much more. You see, this whole day has been a contest. A contest to find out who is best fit for the job.
What job?
Well, Charlie, I'm getting tired. I'm not getting any younger, and it's not as easy to carry out the ideas as it once was. You see, I need some help around here, and that means you.
Me?
Yes, I want you, Grandpa Joe, and of course all the rest of your family to come here and live here permanently. I need someone to take care of this factory when I'm gone, and I have no family, and I couldn't think of any kid better than you to run this factory and take care of it and appreciate it as much as I have all these years. So, do you accept my offer, Charlie? If you do, everything I have will be yours.
Do I accept your offer? Yes! Thank you, Mr. Wonka. Oh, Grandpa Joe, just wait till we tell Mom and Dad and the grandfolks. Oh, we'll never believe what happened. Oh, just wait and see, Grandpa Joe. We're never going to starve again. Oh, you just wait and see.
Happiness too, like the moon, 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 moon,